Hey, Omar here, Chicago Cycling Network. And you guys look already. Hey, we got somebody famous in the house. And I'm going to call him Prince. I'm going to call him Prince. You know why? Because he rides in a purple suit. So it reminds me of Purple Rain. And just like Prince, this guy's a prince. Okay.
Oh my God.
Just like how Prince sings, this guy ride on the bike just like that. And if you guys have seen him out there, man, in his purple jersey representing, you know what I'm talking about. Man, this kid is amazing. I met him maybe 2 or 3 years ago at Dublin R, and we went on a sprint. And then afterwards, he was like, "Oh, you're kind of fast." And I'm like, "Man," but we had a little bit of language barrier, but he has come a long way, and now his English is like amazing. So congrats on that. Because in the beginning, he was a little bit shy. He's like, "Oh, my English is not so good," but afterwards, I think he said, "You know what? I need to help Omar and help him to spread the word." And he's like, "You know what? Hey, I got you. I'll come on the show and we'll talk about it." So really appreciate it. On top of that, I really appreciate all the people that have been helping with spreading the word, subscribing, talking about what's been happening so far with the show and helping to promote. I mean, I'm so grateful for everybody that has been really stepping up and helping to support the movement, to understand the whole ideas that really want to highlight just the amazing things and people in Chicago, because this is what makes Chicago a beautiful, beautiful place to be in. We're all family here in the cycling community, and we're going to just keep on doing what we're doing. And again, as I said, let's keep the miles and smiles going. So guys, with no further ado, welcome. Thank you for showing up again. I'm so excited, so happy to hear. So introduce yourself and let's just get the ball rolling.
So yeah, as you said, I said that my English wasn't that good, so this is kind of a disclaimer. Like this is, if you're learning English, just skip this video because yeah, try my best to communicate, like you say, my word, like my experience and everything. I'm glad to be here too because yeah, I know you for a couple of years. It was an amazing experience, and I have learned a lot from you. So yeah, my name is Manuel. I born and raised in Colombia. I have done all my life there until I came here, 3 years ago now. And yeah, I went to high school. I went to college over there. So basically, I graduated from my college, and I just was looking for the employment situation there in my field. And I get so disappointed. So I was kind of overwhelmed about that. So a friend of mine, my best friend, he lives here with his family, and he was like, "Come here and come here and just, you know, just relax a little bit for a month and come live the experience to live here abroad." So I did that. Pretty much, I found like a spot here, with good people, and basically the bike and the cycling scene helped me to build everything that I have built here. So yeah, I'm very happy to now live here and got this amazing experience riding bikes here.
No, it's awesome. So what did you study in college, or is it your field of study?
I'm a chemical engineer.
And are you doing anything with chemical engineering now in Chicago, or?
No, I tried to find something related, but same. I try hard to get interviews and everything. I was very struggle with the English basically because even if I know a lot of things, sounds professional or secure about the things that I know, and English is very difficult. So I think that was like a turning point that I decided to, okay, I'm just going to follow another path, use a lot of the skills that I have, and do other things not related with my field.
Gotcha.
Sadly, yeah.
Yeah, sadly. So guys, if you're watching, this guy has a degree in chemical engineering. So if anybody there in the network, and trust me, his English is a lot better, which is a compliment. I'm not putting him down because I remember when I met him a couple years ago and I was talking to him, and I think I could be saying something really bad to him, and he'd be like, yes, yes, yes. But now he understands. So he's come a long way, and I really hope we can find someone in the network who can actually help him to pursue. Because I think Chris is also in engineering field, Chris Lamb.
Yeah.
So again, be patient. Hopefully, something going to work out. You know, you're still very young and handsome and strong, so
Handsome.
you'll find something pretty soon. So great stuff. So the question I need to ask, because I need to know this for myself,
Mhm.
because the last time when you and I were battling in the Lagoon Sprints, you can't be somebody who's been biking for 2 or 3 years. How long have you been biking for?
Yeah, started cycling, I don't know, like maybe 12, 15 years ago.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I start like it's pretty fun story. Because my cousins they get really into biking, but doing downhill, like mountain bike, but pretty much a downhill. So one day on vacation, when the family just come together and everything, they show me these amazing full suspension bikes, and I was, oh my god, this is beautiful. So they try to, hey, let's go, let's do it. Find a bike and we can ride and whatever. But that moment, I didn't have any money to afford a bike, so I don't know. I figured out. So I get like a basic mountain bike, at least with a like a front
Front
suspension.
suspension.
So I started riding with them, crazy things. So I learned a lot because I was pretty much behind them, same speed, same paths, same everything. But they were like riding in these fancy and expensive full suspension bikes, and I was like behind them, just struggling with everything vibrating, everything moving. So I learned a lot of like handling the skill, and I crashed a lot. I never broke something. That's good.
Keep it that way.
But man, I crashed a million times, like doing mountain bike. So pretty much I fall in love with that. But I did like soccer all my life. So yeah, football. So I wanted to have this piece of endurance in the sport, like in cycling. So I was looking like, what else can I do? So I was looking like the other mountain bikes disciplines that are harder in terms of like endurance. So I pretty much split on my cousin. I still doing like fun things and going crazy in paths, in hiking paths, going downhill. But beside that, I was just riding by myself, doing and climbing crazy things there in Colombia. Then I find like I was posting a lot of things on my Instagram. So I got friends from high school that they were just like getting really into cycling too with me. So they were like, okay, let's do like a small group and let's go ride and whatever. So they were more like roadies, but I was with them with my mountain bike.
Wait. You're riding your mountain bike while they're on road bikes and keeping up with them.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that was. I was like, okay, this is. I like this, but I want to go like faster and be like with them for long rides. So I figured out again because money always had been like a thing, like cycling is very expensive. So I figured out and I found this cheap road bike and I started riding with them.
What brand was that?
The brand is a Colombian brand, very good brand. It's cheap. It's GW, and it's a Colombian brand. And pretty much all people that is going in the entry level cycling, like start with a GW. It's a good brand actually. They is the sponsor of Mariana Pajon. She's the like I don't know how many times gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist in BMX. So they are the sponsor of her, and it's a good brand actually. Yeah. So I started doing that, and that's it. Then when I came here, the first thing that I did with $200 that I had was buying a bike, like a single speed, very basic bike. And I was again looking in Instagram or whatever, like some groups to ride, because I was dying for ride my bike. I was like, I need to find something, because I got a cycling life back in Colombia, so I really needed to find something here. So I went to the Triple X, one of the Triple X first rides in
With
like
your
in
single speed?
March with my single speed. So that was pretty funny because I pretty much I went to the meeting point, and they were just these guys in all these Ferraris and bikes, and I was like with my single speed, wearing my things, and they were looking
Yeah,
like
I think I remember. Did I remember you used to wear like shorts and this regular
no, I was
cycling stuff?
I brought some things from Colombia, like my sweets and everything. I was my bibs, but was pretty weird actually. My helmet was like I think it was my mountain bike helmet, so it was pretty weird.
You're like a true friend.
So I was like feeling so shy there, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to ride with them and see when they drop me or whatever. But actually, I did pretty good. And at some point, like somebody get a flat, so a couple of groups mixed close to Highland Park. So we pretty much ride together. And then in that group, I saw this guy with a Colombian socks, and I was like, "Oh, this guy is really fan of Colombian cyclists, or he's Colombian, right?" So I asked him in Spanish, obviously, because I didn't speak any any English by that point. I mean, I was so shy. He answered me like, "Yeah, I'm Colombian." So
who's this?
Carlos Hoyos. He's an old guy, but he's so nice. He's Carlitos. So I ride with him that day because we stopped in a cafe. So he introduced me with other friends, and we ride back to Chicago together, a small group. And he realized that, yeah, I was riding good. So he was like, "Man, you're strong. You just need a bike."
With more than one gear.
Yeah. So I meet him that day, and the same day in the afternoon, he called me like, "Come here to my house. Bring your shoes, and let's set up like one bike that I have here to let you borrow from me." And I was so thankful for
Carlos,
that.
my respect, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, Carlos.
That was awesome. So I rode with that bike for a long time, until I get robbed.
So that's the bike that got stolen.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember.
Yeah, it wasn't my bike.
Oh my god, so sad.
Yeah. So yeah, after that, I no bike for training. That was like a year after, like.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when it happened because you posted in the group chat, and I was like, even what happened, I was like, man, this is so unfortunate. And I did think about it because I'm not joking. I did thought about letting a bike of mine, but I'm like, my bike are way too big for you. I ride a 58.
I remember that you offered me.
Exactly. I think I did, but I was like, yeah, my bikes, I was asking the others way too big. These are all my bikes are 58s. So it wouldn't work. But.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's a good thing about here. Like in Colombia, that is not common. You know, like the people lend your bikes or whatever. That's not common. Like here, like as I said, the same day I get a bike from him, and also when I get robbed, like I had a girlfriend that he let me borrow her bikes for a long time too. And after that, a friend of mine, KD, he left the country, so KD, he let me borrow his bike too. So my new bike, like the only bike that I like mine, I built it like last year.
I saw that. That's the white one. Or?
It's a tarmac.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I got the white one that is for cyclocross.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you building those. I was like, man, I didn't even know you work on bikes and stuff. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I'm a biomechanic and Johnny Sprockets, which is pretty cool. I like it. I like it.
I didn't know that. So you're bringing all of your engineering skills to building bikes and
exactly,
all the cool stuff. Man, that's pretty. But again, back to the biking, sir. I mean, that's pretty amazing, and that's one of the cool thing about Chicago. And one thing I've noticed in the community, like if you ever need tires, bikes, advice, whatever, just have to ask.
Mhm.
And sometimes, even if you don't ask, people offer.
Yeah.
People listen to say that you have a need for something, and you have people reach out. A lot of things I have here, I got for free. I'm in all the different biking groups. So someone says, hey, I want to give away the cycling shoes, or the cycling shoes or this tire. I'm like, hey, how much? He's like, no, it's free. I got free biking
Yeah, that's so
shoes, I got
nice.
gears, I got tires, I got inner tubes, and that's something that's beautiful about Chicago, which your first time just to see that. So
Yeah.
that's great. Chicago. Thanks for looking out for this guy because he's true talent. I think if Tadej Pogacar and Egan Bernal had a baby, it would be this guy. And anybody who rid with Manuel would know Manny. I call him Manny. He goes to the 545 Wednesday night ride. I've only gone once, and that ride is those guys are on steroids the entire time. It's just constant attack. You got Chris Lamb, you got Hendrick, you got Lucas Kukus, like all of the big shatter guys in Chicago in that ride. And this guy, all the way with them. Sometimes putting them in the ground sometimes. This guy. Really, really good, really amazing talent and hard work. Now it makes sense that you have a second background. So one, check your skill level. I see it. You're very skilled in the bike. You're so fluid in the group. Makes sense now. So that's good stuff. But anyway, so which group do you ride with now in Chicago?
Now I'm riding with Evolution. Like was pretty much before that was Johnny Sprockets, but was like a split, and the team I think is still going, Johnny Sprockets team. But all my friends and the people that I knew since the beginning just jumped to Evolution. So I was like, okay, I'm down too.
Yeah, so I'm down with this guy. I was Jonas Parker to him, and when he split, I want to follow him, so I went behind him too. So I'm also Evolution because I'm like I got to be on this guy's team, for sure, because he's the real deal. So I said, how many bikes do you have now? That's only the one, or
no, I built that bike in summer last year, and then um, like when I did the Montrose cyclocross race, like in 2023, and that was amazing. That was my first cyclocross race, and that was the closest thing that I had to a mountain bike in a long time, right? Since I came here. So for me, that was like, oh, this is so fun, so silly, but in the same time, it's funny and it's fun.
yeah, bring back a little memory.
And it's so hard also. So I'm gonna try this thing next year.
Plus you have a soccer background too, so that's helping your fitness and running.
Yeah, but now I hate running.
Well, you have to run in soccer, you're a goalkeeper.
Yeah. But they got is this competitive thing involved in soccer. I think that is the thing that I like about soccer. But I don't like to run just for run.
Not run straight. But if you run in like a soccer. So what position do you play when you're in soccer?
Like in the midfield.
You're a midfielder.
Yeah. I was putting the passes to
the forwards. Yeah. Oh, nice.
I had a decent career as a football player. I think like in college, I played like a couple of tournaments. Mm-hmm. I won some of them with a great team in the college.
What's the name of the team?
It was the team from the university. So you play against other universities in the city and in the country. So I never won the country one because the talent was so high. But I did in the local, like in Bogota, and it was good.
Wow, you think about Colombia. So when I went to college, I had some friends who were Colombian, but they really were from San Andres.
Oh yeah, you told me.
You remember yeah. So like one of my best buds to this day, we were like still close from San Andres. And we always talk about, I was joking to them like, hey, Jamaicans discovered San Andres because they use it as a workplace where the pirates would like put their gold and stuff on this stuff on hijack and run away from. They'll go to San Andres and Providencia. Yeah, and I'll tell them like, hey, I own you, okay? so relax yourself. And those guys too from San Andres, they speak like Patois. because there's a lot of Jamaican that actually stayed in San Andres.
Oh,
So the way I speak in like Jamaican,
Uh-huh.
they understand. We have the same kind of a
yeah, they
language.
speak pretty good English. I mean, I
Yeah,
think
good
that
English, Spanish, and the Jamaican Creole slash mix up with their
yeah,
little thing. So that's pretty awesome.
I think that they are the only ones that speak like fluent English, like in Colombia. I mean, the rest of Colombia,
Not mainland, but yeah.
mainland is more difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. So man, so you've been biking for over 12 years now. Now it's making all the sense, man. Now I'm trying to put things together because I'm like this talent, this youth, and there's this speed. Now it's all making sense. So what's like your main thing that you do now? You more crit race or road race or cyclocross, or you just a mix of everything?
Yeah, I'm a mix of everything. I'm not good at all, but
Lies. This guy is really good. No, don't believe that. You say that, you race with him, and you won some races here, right? Did I see you winning some races too?
The first crit that I raced here was a Fulton Market, and I was a podium. That I was a third place.
And
there.
he's slow. You don't. If you're not slow, you can't make podium. Trust me.
That was cut fight. That was.
But that was your first. Like,
yeah, that was my first crit.
Yeah.
I mean, I raced crits in Colombia, but my big crit competition like Fulton Market, which is a big one, was was that one, and yeah, I won a cyclocross race last year. It was awesome. Some podiums there. But that's it.
And you win many sprints at WNR.
Oh yeah, I feel more proud about that.
I'm telling
everything.
Trust me, if you can win a sprint at WNR, it has to be one of the proudest moments in your life.
Yeah.
Okay, because everybody's going there. I remember this one time when we were doing the ice cube sprint, and you rode off the front, and I was like behind, and I saw a bunch of guys going. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna chase him. Let him go. He's gonna win this. I'm not gonna try to close the gap for him. Let him go. And then Dean wrote, Manuel OTF off the front, and I was like, yeah. I'm like, I never chase people that I know. I'm like, what's the point of chasing? No, let them go win. That was a magnificent effort. I was like, nope, I am not pulling nobody back. let them go win. So this is like a big thing. If anybody know, winning a sprint WNR, just need to win one, and you can retire for the rest of your life because it's so awesome to be there. So any plans for this year, racing wise, and any plans?
I really want to be more into racing. Last years, because of the time and money, I didn't get really into. But this year, I really want to do like at least more crits, more toads, the toad crits, and Intelli or Chicago grid. Definitely come back to and do cyclocross again. I'm a cat 2 there.
You're a cat 2
Yeah.
in cyclocross. What cat are you known for in racing? You're cat 2 or 3?
I'm cat 3. I'm making some points to be like cat 2, but it's stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's tough.
You need a lot of guys around you. Once you go to cat 2, you need like a big team of guys around you. So all the best. You can do it. But when you cat up, make sure you have some guys that protect you, because if you're cat 2 by yourself, it's gonna be tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially racing local against those 606 boys.
Oh yeah,
so
that's so strong.
Yeah, we need to get like Paul and Chase and all them guys to cat up so they can.
Yeah, I mean they're insanely strong. So probably they are a cat too. Like they need to just make it happen.
Yeah, if I was say 10 years younger, I would be with you guys. But I'm too old.
And you can do it now easily.
I'm too old, and there's too much to risk. I just
you can win so easily. A lot of crits.
Cat 5.
No, that's a lie, and you know that. Yeah, but I know you told me like you got more things.
Yeah, I got other things in my life, and I every time I watch those crashes, man, and I'm like, oh, yeah, just can't. People do stupid stuff. WNR, we ride crazy and fast, but at least we're not like have that racing mentality when wipe people out. And sometimes those crits and people just do stupid stuff, and it's just like, man,
Yeah.
Not for me. Too old for that. So I'll leave it to you, to young kids, and I'll come on and support you guys. I'll watch you guys from the sidelines and cheer you guys on. And it's like, hey, let's keep it going. So are you a big fan? What tires are you running on your bikes now? Are you
I did my research, and they say that now the fastest comfy ones are the 32s. So, but I'm still doubting a little bit about that. So I just jumped to the 30s, and it's a big change in terms of like comfortable. I feel more comfortable in my 30s. They're fast in crits. Like,
30s?
yeah,
Okay, I need to get some 30s.
because you can ride with low pressure. So when you took the corners and everything, you took them like smoothly. So I like it.
Yeah,
So
I'm too fat to ride low pressure. I'll squish my tire like wipe out.
but are you riding with tubes?
No tubes. I'm not gone tubeless as yet. I eventually again I'm still almost all my bikes are still rim brake.
Mm.
And I just switched over to 28s, which I think is amazing. I thought 25s were heaven, and I tried 20s. I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa. And then I tried 32s, and that's even better. As I was telling you before we started, I did a 169-mile bike ride, which I rode from Chicago all the way to Rockwood for camping, and I rode my 32s. My God, so comfortable.
Yeah.
One stop, one go. I stopped only one time for water.
Yeah.
Yeah, by myself, man. That was like a really good ride. I think I need more solar rides in my life because it opened up your mind to things they didn't know existed, and it shows you how strong you
Yeah.
are in different things. Of course, it's great to ride in groups and have a good time and have coffee, but sometimes you need those rides by yourself.
Yeah, that's my thing about cycling for me. Like, more than races and everything involved in this, like the adrenaline or the competitivity or that things, I got like a strong link with my bike. Like back in Colombia, I made a lot of friends. I was struggling a million times with mental health things. I was feeling pretty sad in some point of my life, and pretty much the bike saved my life, not once, more than once. And riding alone was this kind of meditation for me. Like,
Yeah.
so I listen people that they were like, oh no, I don't like to ride alone or blah blah blah. I need friends, I need people around me. For me, riding alone is like the best opportunity to, just come back to you and
Yeah, yeah,
think
yeah.
and all the problems that you have, just living away for a bit and just think about who are you, what do you want, and yeah, that helped a lot. That helped me a lot, like in a million times. Back in Colombia and here, because here I don't have family. I don't have like a lot of friends.
Well, you don't have blood family, but you have your cycling folks.
Yeah, that's true.
You got it.
That's true.
you got
I got a
you
friend.
got evolution. I'm evolution, and you know this already. I always check you guys' story and Instagram posts and see what's going on. If I say anything, I'm going to reach out. And literally, if I reach out to you and say I want to help and I can help, it means I really want to help. And if I ask you, don't tell me no. I know sometimes we're about pride and stuff, but if I see anybody struggling, I'm like, hey, you need help? This is
Yeah.
because we sincerely care about each other on that level. And that's why we always check up with each other. When I see anybody crash and stuff, it breaks my heart like so much. When I see my friends crash, it's like, oh my God. But at least I know you're still moving. I know you'll bounce back, and it's a part of the sport.
Yeah, definitely. And cycling is like that helped me a lot here. Like, I think that probably without cycling, without that riding that single speed, maybe I will be back in Colombia in 6 months after I came here. Like, I stay here because I found like a lot of things, that a lot of people that help me with jobs, help me with my bike, help me with other things, and I meet them like just riding my bike. So I really thankful with
Yeah, I
having
mean,
having this piece of.
carbon
metal
thingy,
and now
carbon.
carbon to
No,
write.
it's a beautiful thing, and I think, for example, what I think Tim and I think Mari and Matt and everybody's doing after Evolution. I think they're doing a fantastic job. Paul, I mean, you guys have stepped up, and the team is just growing, and I hope we keep on pushing on this again, helping cycle racers and non-racers, because again, as you said, cycling is just great for mental health and it keeps it going. I used to be a runner. See those medals behind me? Those from my running days. Those are first place medals and all sort of finishers and different
Wow.
things, and that kept me going. Now I'm in the cycling. Like my friends are, oh, you're not running. I'm like, man, running sucks. I want to ride my bike. I can go far faster and further,
Yeah.
and I can just do so much more with the bike, man. It's just plus you have to learn a lot of things like putting the bike together. I learned about you see you do your research, look at what tires is better. Now you went from 32 to 30 because people always say, well, 32 is better than 30. But I think sometimes it's what works for you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a work for everybody else. I have to just find, because sometimes you have to find that sweet spot for yourself. And no matter what they say, even if Tadej Pogacar is running like 130, 160 millimeter, pedals,
Yeah.
it might not work for you, right? You might need to go to 185. Who knows, right? But you have to like experiment and troubleshoot things for yourself, and that's also something about beautiful thing about cycling, because you can apply those things to your life.
Yeah.
And it just works out amazing. So yeah, so what's your motivation? Like, what keeps you going? Like,
Yeah, as I told you, like this strong link between my bike and me that motivate me a lot to keep going. Just I want to be faster. I want to be more competitive. Um, I want to be more healthy. You know, so that's so good. Like for me, so that's what motivate me a lot. That's the thing. Like a lot of people, like some bike mechanics, they get sick of bikes because they work on bikes like every day for a lot of days and whatever. So they never ride bikes again. They work on bikes,
but never ride them.
but never ride them. And I have seen that thing like not once, like a few times, and I'm like, I don't want that for me. So I'm trying all the time to have this balance between my job, because I have this job as a mechanic, but also like enjoy my bike, enjoy the rides, enjoy the people around that. So that's my motivation. Just keep going, make more friends, make more memories on my bike.
I like that. I like that.
Race.
So do you follow like a training plan, or just ride your bike? Do you have like specific training plan, or is it a secret?
There is a secret. There is a secret that I found out this year, and I was like, okay, I want to be stronger, but I mean, I don't have money to afford like a trainer or somebody that tell me what to do. So I'm just gonna just chat GPT. I'm going to do this. So I made this prompt. So I don't know, use all your knowledge about nutrition, cycling, blah 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 blah, and act as a professional trainer. And I got these goals. These are my metrics. These are my goals. I want to write this. I live in Chicago, so I got this weather thing involved, but I got a trainer. I can go to the gym. So with all that information,
and that wasn't in Chat GPT.
It's just in ChatGPT.
This guy, engineer mind right here.
So you start to show me like these blocks or training in the winter, and now that I'm writing, and also I put in like they're like I'm writing on Wednesdays with these crazy people that go so fast, and also Saturdays, so on. It knows all those things, so put me like a weekly thing to do. Sometimes I follow it, sometimes I don't follow it, but it's fun, and I've seen some improvements. So
no, start stalking your Strava now to see what you did. So if he do it, that means it was to Chat GPT. So I was trying to follow him, see if it works. I never thought about that. You actually put like a training plan that you want in Chat GPT, and it tells you like give you like something. So like tell you nutrition and what's like your weekly mileage based on Chat GPT.
Oh, I think I like this couple weeks because I'm racing. I didn't follow like very strictly. But it usually knows about the Wednesday night ride, the Saturday, and
Which
the
is
Sunday. Lighthouse on Saturday, and Sundays I usually go with the Polish guys.
Oh, the Polish guy. Okay.
The team. They go as on a race too. Like they are so fast. They are probably the strongest people here in Chicago. They don't like to race and anything, but they're so strong. They're so strong.
I need to check those guys out because I know there's a bunch of different groups I want to ride with, but it's just too cold and I'm not going outside. Once it warms up, I want to explore. I've been trying to do a little bit more different things this year. So the Polish guys, is that the pizza? That's the pizza ride guys, right? They do the pizza ride. The same guys. Pizza.
I had never done that.
It's on Tuesdays, I think. So
yeah,
it's a little bit tricky.
That is the fastest one. They go. I mean, Sunday they go fast, but all of them, he always invite me like, come the pizza ride. The pizza ride is the real one, and I was like, oh my god.
Pizza is harder than the 545 group.
I don't know. I never tried, but the Sunday is pretty much as hard as WNR, definitely. Yeah, or Lighthouse.
No, that's not too bad. The only problem for me is like with WNR and the rides we do around here, it's just like it's too many stop and goes, man. I just want to if we're just biking and we're staying at like 28, 32 and stuff like that, it's okay. But it's just stop and go and stop and go and closing the gaps is like, oh, come on.
The thing with the police is that they are not friendly at all in terms of, oh, you did well or whatever. No, they want to drop you. Like if they saw you in the group, they want to drop you so badly. So they are going to pull as hell just to drop you because they want that they start like a big group, and they just start drop people, and in the end they just 3 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Which is pretty cool. And if you hang with them, they respect you. So for me, that's the best thing. It's like, okay, I own this.
All right. I need to go check them out. Let me see if I'm gonna get dropped or something. But again, I'm still exploring and trying to figure out just different groups. And I don't think I've even tapped into 10% of Chicago cycling as yet. I know a lot of groups, but every time I see all these groups, I'm like, there's this group. There's so many groups here I didn't know about. And when you go west, there's a lot of groups out west, and they have the best roads because there's a lot of stop signs and stuff. Like those groups are just like amazing. Like I think there's got Broad Skull. There's some really nice rides over there. Or the GTs is a nice one to go up north, like on St. Mary's and stuff. That's like perfect. But we just live too far south. But maybe, okay, so we're gonna keep in touch. One of these days when it's warm enough, we're gonna see if we can meet up for the Teelan ride. Yeah. Where did they ride from?
Miami Woods. That is for Mountain Grove, I think.
And okay,
it's a kind of long ride till there, like half an hour riding.
That's about half an hour riding here. It's about 6-7 miles maybe. Because in the mornings I bike with a bike with my friends in Cortada at 5:45. For me, it's like a 25-minute bike ride. It's like 6.5 miles. It's just as all the stop and goes, but
yeah, but it's the same from here, like 20-25 minutes.
Okay, good. Let's like try to get together. One of these, I'll try to go check them out to see. So I'm looking for some new groups and new faces, and the Explore City. Plus, I want to go down south. There's some ride down south, not as fast, but more kind of like fun rides. Again, I'm not trying to go fast like you guys. You guys are young and you guys recover really fast. Like take me like 2 weeks to recover from one bike ride.
No, me too.
I'm walking around like limping, like oh my god. But it is what it is. It's all ideas to get on your bike and just have fun and just hang with people. Like today is Wednesday, so you're gonna go to WNR afterwards.
Yeah,
and you're gonna do the 5:45. I rode on my train this morning because I have a very busy day. So let's see if things work out. I might go over to WNR. I'm not sure because
I would
Family.
love to have you
We'll have
there.
family. Family. 2 minutes. No, I'm gonna come to 5:45 when it's cold. Because
Okay.
when it's cold, my body just don't like the cold, and my legs are just like not responsive, and it's like no. So I want to just chill in the inside as my trainer. So do you let us ride on your trainer? Do you let us Zwifting or trainer around? What do you do?
I didn't do Swift or all those things. But the shop, Johnny Sprocket, they lend me rollers. Like
Okay,
no, it's
rollers.
like a basic. You put like your
Yeah, yeah, the rollers. You have a rollers
yeah,
you use. Ah.
but no, it's not like this. These all rollers is you just put your bike there and just move your legs. But it's not like this balance rollers. No, it's more something that you just put your bike there, but it's not connect with anything. It's just something.
So in the wintertime, when it's too cold, what do you do when it's too cold outside?
I did that. I did that in indoor. And I don't do like other activities beside that, like in terms of sports, because yeah, sometimes I play soccer again. I have found some groups to play soccer.
So no yoga? You don't do yoga?
No, no, I would like to. Yeah, but
Yeah, I think Jack gonna maybe try to organize some yoga
oh
in
yeah, yeah.
Warmsuk because I didn't know he was a yogi. So I tell him, hey, let's do something. We can all hang out and after a bike ride, so you can watch him get a cramp or something.
I'll be
Because
down.
yeah, we're gonna. I think he spoke to Tim and they want to do some organized stuff like that. So we can have a nice day at the yoga and maybe afterwards have a barbecue or something like that in the park. So that would be pretty
Sounds
cool.
fun.
We're looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Yeah. So you with Evolution. What's the culture like at Evolution? Do you recommend people to come to join Evolution, and what do you think?
Yeah, like based in my experience, it's a very welcoming group. Like they're amazing. Like I mean, like some of them are Latin as me, so it's very welcome to Latin people. But anyways, like whoever just can go and ride with them. On Sundays they got like A and B and even C groups. So if somebody is starting, is getting into cycling, they can go there, and the people there is just that. It's just so welcoming. They make you feel that you are a part of something.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes people they don't know. They are like I'm not part of anything. Everyone is so fast. Everyone just passed me. I think that the thing with evolution is they are very welcoming with people, and they help to the people to improve, and they are very supportive of, and they push you to okay, now you're good, now you're riding fast, so you should go and race something, whatever in cat fight, it doesn't matter, but race and explore more your limits. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good encourage.
And then for that those guys who don't know, so they have a ride on Thursdays called Spiteful.
Oh
It's
yeah.
easy ride, and then we go to literally there's a brewery called Spiteful. That's where we end up. It's like a 35-mile bike ride, chill easy. Then we go to Spiteful, and Saturdays there's a really nice ride where they have like a kind of a not very difficult, not hard, kind of very everybody stick together, and then they explore all over the place. They go west, down south, head up north, different routes. And then Sunday, that's a really good ride where they go to basically the lagoons and go up to Highland Park, climb University Hill and come back around. Really nice ride. They have an A group, B group, and sometimes even a C group. So they kind of make sure everybody is included, that you don't get left behind. And that's what I like about it is that they will never leave you on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're in the A group. If you get dropped in the A group, that's a different story. If you're flat, they will wait. But if you can't keep up, then it's all on you. So
yeah. But the B group is going to pick you up. So
exactly. And if you can't hold those guys, then you'll get the C group.
yeah.
but you'll be taken care of. You'll be taken care of. So I guess you ride to race. You ride for social reasons. You ride for mental health, which I think a lot of us do it that way. And did I ask you how many bikes you have now? Do you still have your single speed?
No, I give that bike to my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I
I
didn't give me a bike.
No, you're my second best friend.
Okay, second best one. Okay, okay.
And I built another like commute bike in the shop like 2 years ago. I built it. Somebody donate some parts there, and I get it for free. So it was pretty much a free bike for commute. And I got the cyclocross bike and my pro bike. And I would like to have a full suspension bike to ride wherever I
I
can.
guess Palos is probably the only place I heard people go to ride like mountain bike and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. All people recommend me Palos or Big Marsh. I think that is another place in
Yeah, I've heard of
Chicago.
that. So have you done any gravel racing with your bikers yet? Did you do Unbound or is it Unbound or one of those gravel ride recently?
Yes, I did Barry Rube.
Barube. Yeah, yeah, you did that
That
one.
was my first gravel bike
How was that?
ever. That was so fun. That was so far is my favorite race. It's so fun. Again, it was the closest thing to mountain bike for me here, so that was amazing. It was fast. The hills. It was so hard. Bunch of people. The environment, the vibe, everything was so fun. I really like it. That I recommend to do it.
Yeah, so we need to get you to the turkey burner. I think
Oh yeah.
Chase did the turkey burner a couple of times. I did it one time, and the already it was cold, it was windy. I'm not even making this up. We were getting hit by like 45, 50 miles an hour wind. Guys are getting blown off the bike.
Oh,
I
no.
saw that, like I got friends who got blown off the bike. And then the craziest part was it rained in the beginning of the ride. And then as the race progressed during the day, the temperature dropped.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. that was just like but it was a really, really fun experience. I didn't go to race. I go to hang out with my friends. And what I was planning to do was basically say, look guys, I'm gonna sit you guys for 75% of the ride. And then the last 25%, I'm gone.
Mhm.
So it's so perfect that at about 75%, they were getting very grumpy and complaining about everything. I'm like, all right, guys, 75% now. I'll see you guys later because I can't take this. I'm like, I'm gone. So that was pretty cool. And it worked out. I think I ended up winning that category.
Oh.
But I didn't take it because we had gotten like I think Matt and some other guys had gotten lost and stuff. And because of that, we caught them. And because I caught them, at the end it was me, Matt, and Sean. And it was like half a mile. I'm like, they want to sprint. I'm like, you guys want me to sprint. So I took off and I won. But then I'm like, no, guys, I can't take this because they got lost because there was some confusion in the course and stuff. And I'm like, because of the confusion, they went on like extra 3 miles or something like that.
Mm.
And when I got back, I won. I was like, yeah, I can't take that.
Yeah, I think
if they didn't get lost out, I'm like, it was like, sure, it was a good win. I'm like, no, because I didn't.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't know if I'm ready to like really call races in gravel. They're tough.
Yeah, those are too hard, man. Just the cold temperature, just the discomfort and all.
Yeah, like from Evolution, like Mari and Marco, they are crazy racers and they like to do those kind of things. So they have told me like stories about how they have suffered so badly in these cold races. And I was like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to.
Whatever works for them, but this is my slogan, okay? I'm Jamaican. I'm made for the heat, not sleet. And you're Colombian, so we're kind of more kind of tropical, a little bit, weather.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have to, I would, and I did do it. I mean, I have heated gloves, socks, vest, I got everything. I was back with my friends in 20 degrees, 15 degrees. And then finally I discovered Zwift. And I was like, no more. I'm going to be at my trainer. It's easy. I can handle that. And the good thing about the trainer is I always say that my wife can never say I left home to go for 3-4 hours because I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm on my bike. She can't say, oh, you're not here because I'm
here. She can check it.
She can check.
All the things that you
exactly.
That you
it's like, I'm doing my bike. That's my excuse. Yeah. So, I mean, we learn a lot about you, man. Like from Colombia. What city in Colombia are you from? Are you closest to the capital?
Yeah, I'm from the capital, from Bogota. Yeah. So it's high. It's very high. Like more than 10,000 feet.
So it's like you're in Colorado.
Kind of, yeah. and it's cold, but it's this kind of cold like now, but it's not crazy cold, so you can ride your bike all year easily. But it rains all days. In some part of the city, it's raining all days. Like could be very sunny in one part of the city, but in some part of the city, it's
It's
raining for
raining.
some reason, and that is the everyday thing. But there is a lot of, I mean, the Chicago cycling community is huge and is beautiful, but in Bogota or in Colombia in general, it's crazy. I mean, I recommend so badly if you like to ride bikes, go to Colombia. It's the paradise. I mean, the environment, the vibe there
It's different.
it's 10 times, yeah, whatever you picture it.
Okay, we also need to get Patrick to review a GW bike because I've never heard about GW before, so I don't. So Patrick, you need to get a GW bike so you can review. Okay,
Yeah,
GW Colombian made. Need to review a GW bike.
they have crazy bikes now. Like they start with the basic one, and now they got like really good bikes. They are they got they are sponsors of Colombian teams that race the Vuelta a Colombia, that is like the Tour de France of Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
So they are sponsors of a couple of teams there. So they are huge now. So
Wow, didn't
they
know
need
that.
to sponsor me actually because I'm giving them like
Never know. It's gonna come. Okay, it's gonna happen eventually. Just have to take it. So now we're getting your name out there now. So get all these sponsors come for you
yeah.
now.
I hope that. I hope that.
Plus, you got some good sponsors for Evolution already too. So
Oh yeah, it's good.
so it's good. It's good. So as we come to a close, guys, we have learned so much about Manuel. But which we go?
Manuelito.
Manuelito. And I'm Omarcito.
Omarcito, yeah.
We learned a lot today, guys. He's in the network. He makes the network what it is. Please don't be shy. You see him out there in his purple jersey. Call him the Prince. Purple Rain, you know, because when he's going on a bike, he's making it rain, man. You gotta keep up. You gotta keep up. But it's a beautiful thing to have him and to get to know him and to I've met you like about 2 or 3 years ago and just to see how far you have come and how you have just integrated yourself in the community in Chicago and how everybody basically has embraced you because I know there's a lot of respect and love for you here. So let's keep it going. All right. So as we close, anything you want to leave us with before we wrap up?
Like a advice or
Yeah,
something.
anything.
Just ride your bike and enjoy it. Everything that comes with that, like the people and the places that you know riding your bike. It worth like everything. So enjoy that. You're gonna learn like mile after mile riding your bike. You're gonna learn a lot of things between like bikes and life in general. So that's amazing. It's an amazing journey. So if you are starting, just keep going. And the people that are really into sport, just don't forget that thing, like the link between the bike and you, because some people get overwhelmed because they don't want they don't win a race, they don't win something, they are not in the top 10, they are not in the top 20, they get dropped. It doesn't matter, like nobody's going to remember that. Like it's better that you just keep rolling in your bike and enjoy the journey. Yeah, that's it.
Hear that, guys? Enjoy the journey. If you get dropped, it'll hurt a little bit, but everybody can forget about it. Because again, it's all come down to just hang out with the friends in this the communion that goes into cycling afterwards, during, before, and even when it's cycling, we're hanging out and going to barbecues and having coffee and stuff, and that's what a beautiful thing about Chicago, guys. So again, we have Manuel in the network, guys. If you see him, he's a good guy. He's a good soul. Okay. And again, if you see him in his jersey, remember it's gonna say Evolution, and we need to make a jersey that says for him that says Purple Rain because he's a prince. You see his hairstyle, how cool it is. I wish I could have that hairstyle. That one pretty awesome hairstyle. So guys, thank you for joining us, for listening, learning about Manuel. He's here, Colombian, but we have embraced him. He's in the network, and a lot of respect for him. So as I said, as I come to a close, guys, thanks for everything. And as I say, keep the miles and smiles going until we meet